Willie D Live.
What's up, family? The House Committee has passed Section 224 to integrate U.S. and Israeli militaries. And they did so without your permission. Yeah, fam, they just did it. They just went in the room, took a little vote, bam. And it was bipartisan too, fam. They didn't give a damn. It was like, yeah, we integrate, man. And you can't do nothing about it. I would think that the people who would have to serve in the military might have some say so, but they don't. Yeah, man. We did it. We gave them the power, and they have decided to use it the way they see fit. Damn, what you think? Yeah, fam. I want you to check out this article in The Guardian. Eli Clifton and Ian Lussick, they wrote a hit piece on it. They are not feeling this new partnership at all. They're not feeling it at all. Congress is considering legislation that would embed Israelis' military deeply within U.S. military-industrial complex. Stunned by the cratering of public support for Israeli policies in Gaza, Lebanon, and the West Bank, and towards Iran, Israelis' advocates are frantically seeking to preserve and even escalate U.S. support for the Jewish state in ways that do not rely on defense of its policies or permit scrutiny of the manipulations involved. Politically, this means avoiding public discussion of Israeli policies in Gaza, Lebanon, the West Bank, or Iran, and disguising the sources of massive amounts of money pouring into election races to defeat candidates raising questions about U.S. support for Israel. The proposed legislation shows what this means bureaucratically. So we can stop right there, fam. I think you get the gist of what's going on here. They have decided that they want to integrate with Israelis' military. What I want to know is, how does that benefit the U.S.? In fact, how does it benefit the American people? That's what I need to know. How does that benefit the American people? I want to go, I was on, what was this? Ro DNC, right? And I was looking at some of the comments out there, and one person said, Trump has ruined America immeasurably. That's heavy. Trump has ruined America immeasurably. But I want you to understand this, fam. If you think this is Trump's doing alone, you're sadly mistaken. Remember, this was a bipartisan agreement here. These are both Democrats and Republicans voted for this. There was only like one or two people who said no. There's only one or two people who tried to amend the agreement. They want this. So what's in it for us? That's what I want to know. Like, what's in it for? I mean, like, I'm not saying it like in a facetious manner. I really want to know, like, what's in it for us? Somebody else says, so we are all admitting that our country is occupied by a foreign regime, that we don't actually have the U.S. government anymore. Somebody else said, unfortunately, that looks like it. I'm in shock right now. I'm in shock right now, the F. Let's see, we have been admitting it, but our people aren't willing to do anything about it. We are technically colonized from an economic and political standpoint. 4 characteristics of colonization which apply to our situation. Undeniable control. Check the, whoa, this is heavy right here. Undeniable control of our government and economy by their country. Extraction of our resources, products, and labor to their country. We cannot criticize them, or we can face imprisonment. And they view themselves as better than us and carry great disdain for us as a people. Who believes that's true? Who believes all of that? Like, who believes that? But who, more specifically, who believes that Israelis think that they're better than Americans and carry this great disdain for Americans? Give me a thumbs up if you believe that. Thumbs down to say, hell, now, man, you tripping. It ain't like that, man. It ain't like that. We just went to war with them, man, on their behalf, man. You was fighting side by side. USA, USA, Israeli. You know what I mean? Like we on side by side. We're on the same team. Yeah, so that's where we are with that. So what I want to know is like, so what are Americans supposed to do? Like grab your guns and take off and go and start? What are Americans supposed to do? People are supposed to be protesting, I guess, because it seems like a lot of people really are against this. Most Americans are against this relationship with Israel. Most Americans are against it. So I don't understand. Well, you know, they got their reasons, I guess. By and large, the citizens are aware of this, but there seems to be some bootlicking going on here. Yeah. There seems to be some bootlicking going on. Yeah. You have the Israeli-American alliance. That's going to be tough for anybody that has a problem with Israel from now on. Now Israel does not have to wait on Big Brother to come to their defense. If Israel wants to do something to somebody, they want to hit somebody, they can automatically hit them and they automatically have U.S. support. IDF will be on our streets to do what they want, I think. You know what I mean? Like if you think about it, I mean, imagine Israeli troops occupying the U.S. This is going to be something, man. This is wow. This is crazy to me. This is a strange relationship. I never thought I'd see something like this. But guess what, fam? And if you criticize Israel, as one of those people said in the comment section, you can be in prison. You will go to jail. They got a congressman, I forgot his name, but he's trying to introduce legislation to make that a crime, to make criticizing Israel a crime. Criticizing the United States ain't even a crime. But they're going to make it a crime if you criticize a foreign country. See, I don't be getting in other people's business like that, you know. But how you gonna make it a crime to criticize a foreign entity and not a domestic one? Not the one, like, you can criticize your own country, but not another country? Isn't that backwards? Allowing U.S. citizens to criticize the U.S., their own country, but not a foreign country. That's like telling somebody that they can criticize their own home, but not the neighborhood. You know, it's akin to a referee calling a foul on one team, but not the other. That don't really make a lot of sense to me, fam. I mean, maybe you can make some sense out of it, but that don't really make a lot of sense to me. You know, that's like having freedom of speech with an asterisk attached to it. Makes no sense at all to me. Maybe you can figure it out. So drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.